What is up, guys? Have a fun deck for you today. And today's deck is a user requested one. It's that we do Imperial Formation Soldiers because I got the new passive, which it gives armor when you play it for each adjacent soldier. And really the target for that is going to be the crossbowmen, right? They can keep the barricade going for longer. So kind of typical soldier thing you do is you kind of try to go for the swarm package, which also got a buff. Vrygip, I think, got an extra point, and then Vreemed went down a provision, if I remember that correctly. So you get these Darylin soldiers down, you play Vrygip in between it, you get another two, and then Vreemed can play for a lot of points, depending on how many you have up there. But what is nice when you're playing all these soldiers is Vrygip next to two of these crossbowmen. I mean, 8 for 8. You know, you're dealing damage, not too bad. And then Vreemed, again, he's only 6 provision, so you're hitting 2 targets, 8 for 6, which isn't as efficient as some of the 6 provision cards can be, but not too bad. And then we're just playing stuff that can actually help us win, because the Soldier's package is not going to win you games. So obviously Usurper Officer does fit because it's Soldier, and we are Devotion here, so he does get third phase. I don't think it's going to impact too much, but just a little note. Joachim with Q is still stupidly strong. We also have Roderick there to help us get us what I want. Another Q target. Brothans with his agents. That stuff just kind of carries the Nilfgaard faction right now. Invocation and Leo for some control. Now, Leo here, I think, is definitely one of the first things you could drop. He is a brick in a lot of the games that I played with this deck. Though, I'd say a lot of times you are at least find targets with them, and especially, Witchers are still around. So, not an obvious cut, but I do think something you could change out. Ramon obviously makes sense here. And then, yeah, we're just playing Bronze Soldiers, and then, some Spies for a package, thrown in a Turning Joust to help prevent Menno from bricking. And, yeah, I kind of think that covers it all. It performs pretty decent. The leader kind of sucks. When you're doing, like, the Spy version of this, focusing a little bit more on that, the leader works a bit better to keep those Imperial Forcers protected, but the crossbowmen come down with so much armor, you're not really super worried about them getting removed. It usually takes a moment or two, unless locks occur, of course. And then we got a Fawn to just try and make some use of it, though, yeah, this leader, the passive helps, but it's nothing crazy. But again, with the solid gold package, I mean, you are competitive in most games, and just seeing the soldier engines go off is pretty satisfying. So yeah, there's a little intro to the deck, and let's hop into the games. Lippy. Okay. Maybe a little shippy. Great. Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be a Lippy. We don't know what version, but yeah, we're on the wrong coin for that. Okay, I mean, we're actually drawing our gold, so that's pretty nice.
Charge!
Okay. What is this gonna be then? Do Lippy decks run Matic? No, I need to play those together because of the armor. I'm so bad with that. I guess we'll maybe just go Vrygip this round. Go Crossbowman if we actually get a unit out on his side. Thin out, then we can do like Vrygip. It'd be cool if these like synced up, so like when it disappears over here, it shows up on this end. Okay, there's the Shield Maiden. No, Ceres.
No rest, no reprieve.
Okay. Should maybe play around a red haze. I know this isn't okay. We're not like fully playing around red haze. Like I get that, but in terms of keeping this alive and still giving it some armor, type of deal. Yeah, we're just gonna go. We're gonna thin out. If we get a decent pass, maybe. That's not too bad. Forgot to click with that. Maybe you'd get it melee, you know. It says to play around red haze, and then immediately sets up for it. But honestly, not much I could do about that. This armor will help a bit with Matic. Okay, we do lose one of these Dare Lane, but I mean this is still decent. We get 5 from it, unless that dies, and then the 4 on top. So these 8 missions, right? Yeah. What in the world? I think maybe we just take the pass here. I think we just go ahead and do that. He could start trading very well if we keep playing, because it's just golds. And I don't think we care that much about winning. Alright, well that pass really worked in our favor. I mean, I guess you can make the argument we really should fight. It worked out, but we should fight for more because you don't really want to give round control to Lippy, but I don't entirely know what we're going up against here. Okay. Kiku. Try and make him lose a card. We are going to try and make him lose a card, so we're going to go this, and that can at least give like some targets for our crossbowmen, because we don't want to do crossbowmen in Matic. But yeah, I really want to gain a card from this guy. And hey, something happens like this, we're at 7 cards. That's totally fine. I mean, so Matic and Lippy I guess makes sense, because it's extra thinning, could be, you know, a couple extra points in a very short round 3. Which I'm surprised Lippy players a lot of times don't go more towards. Okay, so that trade wasn't great, but we're gonna pass. Long round against Lippy is definitely favorable to us compared to short round. But like Lippy in a 3-card round 3 is maybe the strongest there. He keeps his card, it works for him, that's a little unfortunate. But yeah. But yeah, that they really want that. And a lot of times they just won't even bleed round 2. They'll just go straight for the long round. It's like, what are you doing? Okay. So we have that and that. That's good. That's good. A lock. Good lock Matic. Okay, golds. What golds do we have? We got some golds. I think we kick this. Alright. We could maybe just accidentally pull a fawn with where is he? Joachim? Because we only have like what, 3 here? So we might need to use him earlier.
For the clan!
Okay, never
For
mind.
Skellige!
Do we just invo that maybe? I mean, what else are we really invoing here? Because Saris, that would have been like a for Saris in round 1. You know, honestly, I think we do that. It can be a little threatening to some of our engines. So I think we just Vominos. Get it out of there. I mean, hey, we pull it back out. It's fine by us. Some of those Matic pings, you know, just dish the damage right back out. Okay, he lippies now. Gives us plenty of good targets.
My crumpled ground steps livelier than yous.
Alright, so let's go for these. Lots of armor. Have a hard time taking it out. And, you know, Matic pings don't matter as much. So with that in mind, maybe we should have just locked... What's his face? Over Matic. Because I doubt he's running a lot of bombs and we probably could have seen all of them. So. Could have been in consideration, but I don't know. I still don't think that's the worst invo ever. In terms of like point trading, maybe, but for the invos we would have gotten, you know what I mean? Hey, no.
We go where the Empire has not yet reached.
So I think we would like leader and pull this out before we start going for our Joachims and Roderick's and stuff like that. Okay, at least he's not getting... The nice thing when you're trading like the barricade, that even when they shut it off, they at least didn't get points for it, you know what I mean? That's always really nice.
The Commissar will hear.
You shall know
I want to keep these alive, and something like a dancing star could be a little scary. We'll go Vrygif now, and then we'll start doing Joachim and Roderick to pull this stuff out. Lock that. We could lose this back here. We could, but in case he would have one more bomb, it works out a bit. You don't have as much armor up there as we originally had. Kind of disappeared, but hey, at least we kept our points. All right, Vrygif next. And then we'd want a Joachim first before we before we use Roderick, and then we can kind of coup based off of. I think we're in a really good spot though. No. Yeah, I'm really just hurting my Vrygif. My positioning here was awful. Take note. Maybe if we pull Alba, that could kind of help us a bit. So let's do that.
Enough! Let us finish this.
Come on, let's go. Time to face our fears.
Definitely playing it melee because we want to block, you know, like Saris and all that stuff, it's melee row, so we want to block it up as much as possible. Might be able to deny the what's it, the bear abomination that spawns, but he's on top of the case here.
Give him no rest.
So he's got
No
4 less
reprieve.
points from that.
Nothing will stop us.
Okay.
Shall flog them into submission.
Do we consider that he has another bomb?
I don't work
Well,
for free.
it's at least a chance for points if he pulls it back out. It's not going to be the strongest Maddox ever. Okay, my position there, again, was absolutely horrendous. If he has a red haze... So yeah, if you're learning something from this game, look at how I position and basically don't do that. I should have kept this and this together as a backup Vrygef to deal out 4 damage, or put Dare Lane beside one of these. Maybe should just went ahead and hit the Vrygef onto the Dare Lane to ensure that that combo went off. So, and then putting these 2 beside each other, which is ridiculous because you do see red hazes from time to time. It is a Matic deck, you know, and the chances for seeing a red haze have increased. And yeah, I just set up 2 units next to each other that are really massive and would play for a lot of points. So I made mistakes in that regard. Okay, he's got spores.
Mercy I will not grant you. Never.
Maybe should have gone Roderick. What's he got though? I mean, he's probably got something for blue over there. They usually have like an heat wave or something, right? Emissary. That's what he's narrowing for?
Please wait, Your Excellency. Falling behind.
Yeah, if we went Roderick and then like Usurper, we could have like totally blocked that up. We don't want to actually block. The risky part with that is if it spawns there, then we lose value on Usurper. So we'll play him back here.
Out of the way, rabble! Live and die for the Emperor!
I mean, 8 for 6. Not the worst, but I could have done a little bit better, I think, in that regard. Yeah, there's the heat wave. Do we need to play Usurper here? We don't. I'm still going to because I get scared of the kickers since I never saw this. Well, that was pretty easy. We won that by getting it to a long round and him just kind of passing like that. We didn't get to take a card from him, that sucked, but yeah. I mean, we got round control over Lippy and just took it to a long round, so sweet.
Patience is not a virtue I am known to have.
Mirror, but I'm going to get stomped because I'm playing the more fun version. Alright, we got 1 easy mulligan. Hey, we're finally not on blue coin. Kinda don't want 2 of these. Alright, this hand is, it's there. At least we now have a chance. Set up Vrygef and the soldiers. I know, we might have to commit Brothans. Wagenberg. Okay, they're definitely putting soldiers down. That's fun.
Sagen activate!
Dwarves. What are they without
You just
their
made my
armor?
removal like really tempting. You boosted it up and with like an engine. I think when it has armor like that, you don't necessarily want to. I don't know. Okay.
Discipline. That is what you call
I
back.
guess that actually would have gotten 2 armor if I played it. I was going for the cool spawn stuff, but that might actually impact because he's got pinging units now. So we'll hope we'll just kind of keep close with them. Guess we can play this next to shut that off. I don't know, because we definitely can't shut it off. We just get armor again. So maybe not. Either way, it's not playing for any points. Okay, now we got some points.
Go on, Encader!
No passage.
The thing that we'll need to know is which kind of soldiers are they? Are they Soldier's Ball? Are they Soldier Spy Package? Or are they just kind of going for Soldier Swarm? That's kind of what we need to figure out. And I doubt we will, but that would maybe determine how hard we want to play into a round. Should I go and commit the Brothans?
Take him to the woods and release the hound.
Maybe should have led that earlier.
My duty? To stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
I think now we can at least maybe get something from him, because we're kind of just doing Battle of the Bronzes. Yes, I would be fine honestly committing Leo. If that was like at 9, just taking it out. That can be some huge tempo swings. When they drop like a really important engine and it's boosted up super high and you just negate it instantly.
My blade. I trust you have sharpened.
What the heck? What the heck? Okay. We can still stay in this. I got soldiers. Let's keep the armor.
Kommissar will hear.
And I can take it with Emissary. Okay. It's actually fine by me.
Your humble servant.
Alright. He went full leader and we still managed to take it. The Brothman's commit was worth it. I mean, you typically have to commit 1 gold. 1 really good gold nowadays for either surviving a round or securing it. Okay, we almost have Soldier Swarm here. I think we could run into a big unit. At the same time, maybe not. I don't know. When we have that, I think we kick Leo. Okay, that's nice. We're missing quite a bit. I don't think the bleed here would work too well. Come on, just give me 1 Darling Soldier just so I can get this combo off. And then, like, maybe Joachim. Like, That would be nice. I mean, if I want anything, I want this. Joachim and Menno. They're really good. You know, Roderick. Ramon. Hey, that card's gone too. I hope we managed to pull this out. We got a lot of good stuff from him. I shouldn't say a lot, but enough. Okay, there we go. Leo, get out of here. Okay, well, we got a frozen mulligan we gotta take care of. Lock is decent. We could actually have 2 locks if we needed. If he spies, this is good. If he's not, it falls flat. Oh, no, I need to look at I was gonna look at match history. Those are my spies. We're still missing like Roderick in this though. Yeah, we kind of need to take a mulligan. I think we just kick this. Because he at least can give us like, you know, another lock. You know, another 4 damage out.
Behold, Nilfgaard's iron might!
I guess I could have kicked the Tourney Joust. Yeah, that's honestly what I should have done. Do we just info that? Sure. Yeah, not having Joachim here could honestly be the deciding factor. And of course we don't know where the round's gonna go, but just to comment on it, I really hate when that happens. When you just kind of really miss some of the big payload stuff you need. Okay.
I am no Nilfgaardian.
Yeah, I mean, if that gets boosted up like crazy, I got Leo, so let's just go and start getting these engines down. Might even just be able to straight up kill it. I can lock it at any point. I mean, now that Defender's gone, that card is super vulnerable. We're honestly not super scared. We'll go and get engines going first. Okay, here's his Ramon. What's he grabbing? Lock. We should probably lock that. At the same time.
We go where the Empire has not yet reached.
Let's keep getting all the power going. Yeah, so mistake I made here. We should not have kicked Vreemed. He would have played for 10 points. 10 for 6 is actually pretty solid. I should have just kicked the Tourney Joust.
Can you smell it? Victory is on the wind. Dwarves, what are they without their armor?
Should I maybe try and start shutting that engine off? Nah, we'll go for points. Last say Leo onto Kahir if we need to. Alright, here comes the lock.
2 legs are 4, I never miss, even at full gallop.
Everyone has their secrets. Everyone.
On second thoughts, let's just get another one of those. How about that? Yeah, so kicking Vrind was really stupid of me. Yeah, and this can be
Barbarians all. What comes up here?
okay. We honestly just need to lock this because then we have a target back there for Leo. could have had another one. Man, this really sucks though. I'm really missing some big old payout. Let's just shut that off now. Yeah, Vreemed. Oh man, that was really questionable of me. I mean, that's beyond questionable. That's just pure stupidity on my part. Wow, Lambert Swordmaster.
Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs.
Yeah, I think this is kind of sad.
Mercy I will not grant you.
No, kill these. Want to deny him value. We got one more soldier coming in though. If he has usurper, we're really done. What else would he have? Vincent. Okay. Q would have been kind of nice. Get to Vincent and hit that. Let's just play this. Because the pings might kill the soldiers in case he doesn't. No, he already used Bream, that's right. Okay, well, he forfeits. I'll take that, but it got a little scary, actually. I was making some questionable calls, but hey, I mean, we kind of got a cool crossbowman combo thing going. That wasn't so bad. He lost that by forfeiting. I mean, he should have played that out, I think. And overcommitted.